Okay, there we go. Hello. Welcome in. I'm not quite ready to start yet, but I know if I dare to keep the music on too long, people will scream at me. So you guys are gonna have to be patient while I put a contact lens in. Unfortunately, I will very much get yelled at if I don't start within a couple minutes. So, unfortunately, that's how it's gonna be, I'm afraid. Yeah. So, it is what it is. I will look for a server in a moment. Man, I'm tired today. It's been a good minute since I've done anything like this. It's been a very, very quiet week. So, I'm not quite prepared for the influx of madness we'll sort of experience today. Needless to say, where is this thing? I'm very low on contact lenses. I do need to get back to the opticians and order more. At the same time, kinda don't want to because they're expensive. I mean, I know I get them half price because I only have one functional eye. But, like, they're still expensive. It's really annoying as well when they don't want to go in. Okay, I'm gonna presume that that worked. So, bit of context. You usually get glasses sort of relatively cheap in the UK, whereas you have to pay full price for, contact lenses because they're technically not a necessity. Jesus, that was blinding. Well, but anyway, it is what it is. I'll cope. They're like 20 bucks a box, dude. But you know, it is what it is. I don't even know what I've got to equip right now. $80 in the UK. I think I paid 39 for my last pair. Yeah, so children get them free. Adults, you have to pay so much. I paid 39 for my last pair, well, my current pair. So yeah, they're actually right there on my desk in front of me. It's as soon as you turn, I want to say 19. Could be 18, could be 19, it's one of them. But yeah, no, I turned 18 a couple years back, so I've got the paid ones now. Although, to be fair, the children's ones at the opticians that I've been to are sort of... what do you call them? They are quite small. What game is on Monday? Monday's my break day. Monday and Saturday are my break days. There's no game on Mondays and there's no game on Saturdays half the time. Sometimes on Saturdays I'll do Jackbox if I feel like it, but again, you gotta remember I'm a disabled person. You know, I'm not necessarily always gonna be doing everything all the time. Monday to Saturday DVD, hell no. Hell no. Look, I'm struggling as is, okay? I don't know what you want from me. I'm struggling as is. Trust they'll never know, guys. Twitch drops. Ooh, the drops enabled? Ooh, I will swing by and do that. Should I be putting... do I need to put something on for drops? I don't remember. I think they're auto-enabled, but like... I could be very well missing something. I know what I'm like. If you watch Roblox on Twitch, you get rewards. Yeah, you do. Yeah, it should auto-enable it. It's mostly just a badge. Yeah, but you know, it is what it is. Server for the first time. Yeah, it's... So, for those that haven't been keeping up, I managed to get the Minecraft server working today. Well, I did it yesterday originally. So now we have a fully functional Minecraft server. It's hosted directly from my PC. All the instructions are in the Discord as to how to join and how to sort of participate. I do need to mess with a couple configs still, but that's not going to affect whether or not the server functions. I just need to turn off, like, TNT. So, yeah. There is sort of TNT and stuff to turn off, but other than that, I've sorted it pretty much. Crazy. Subnautica? Where do you guys think I'm getting my money? Do you think I'm rich or something? You guys do know I cannot work a job. I have never worked a job, and I probably will never work a job. You are aware of that, right? I don't just have infinite money, bro. But yeah, so the Minecraft server is set up. It's not currently on, like, turned on right now because obviously I'm streaming and I didn't want it to affect stream. I don't know how bad it would affect stream. It is just literally a command prompt, like, panel that opens up. But it's a whole Minecraft server and it's hosting other people's internet, so I didn't want to risk it with today. But yeah, the actual, like, the actual sort of, like, physical Minecraft server and the mod pack are both functional now. I know originally we used to host it through an external service, but I decided, you know what, I'm just going to internally host it and host it myself. Because if I don't host it myself, I tend to sort of have various issues with all kinds of different things, whether it sort of ends up being to do with ping, or it's to do with the fact that the servers are laggy. It's really something that depends, but obviously yeah, at the end of the day, it is just what it is, and it's a work in progress, but it is going really well so far. We've had no issues. I've managed to nearly build a full house. I'm just doing a couple bits and pieces more to like touch it up, and we should be good. So yeah, I've done the roof. I think I just have like my attic to build, and then I have to fill the insides of the house, because right now it's just a box with poles and like supports and bits like that. Lock in? Nah. That's one thing people forget about my Forsaken streams. I don't take the game seriously. The game isn't like... This chat is so different to the DBD one. Yeah, no. This is, it's very scary around here on Fridays, unfortunately. But yeah, no, it's been interesting getting that sorted out. I've also finally, you guys will notice that I recently put out a new video. Finally managed to get that sorted, which was very much great. I also managed to get, how do you call it? So I've got that video out, I've got another one coming. The video, obviously, it's performing better than I expected it to be honest. I wasn't expecting it to get any views. It's got about 20 right now, which is chill, it's cool, you know. But, you know, I'm hoping that maybe over time people will, you know, give it a shot, because there's a lot of people out there that sort of don't give a lot of my content a chance. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm also looking at Sunday's stream at the moment. I'm not sure what we're going to do Sunday. I haven't really got plans for that yet, I don't think. But, you know, we'll plan out that soon. We don't care. Okay. That's just kind of rude, though. That's just kind of rude. What else? I broke your house in Minecraft. No, you didn't, Dazzle. I can see what you're up to generally in the console. My brother was sort of messing with it, but I think the CMD prompt was still open on the second screen. Other than that, I asked why are you... What does that even say? I don't understand what that word is. I've never seen that word in my life. But no. Yeah, you'll notice I redid stream rules, which was fun. Obviously with my audience being very small, we have sort of not really had any feedback or anything on those, but I'm hoping that over time we will, you know, they should work out fine, and if anything, I think they are important to have in place because of how people have been behaving recently has been really sort of crazy. Oh, one sec, I've got a DM. Anyways, where was I? Didn't fully lock in. That's fine. No bunnies? Oh, the corner is down right now. Yeah, I took it off screen. I probably could sort of replace it in a moment. Just bear with me. I've been struggling to manage things recently. Yo, because I ain't talking. Yeah, I wasn't talking at the time. I have something to respond to right now, so I'm sort of half handling things. This chat has to be a social experiment. I mean, if anything, I think the chat definitely trains me to have thicker skin, because the amount of people that come in here and just insult my streams and shit definitely at least helps me to sort of form thicker skin, even if it is horrible to experience. Your stream starts at 19:30. What are you talking about? My streams always start at 6:15 unless I'm experiencing issues. What do you mean? My stream time was originally 6, but it perfectly lines up with when my nun goes out, so we moved it to 6:15. But sometimes I have tech issues, so we end up at 6:30 depending what sort of is occurring. But yeah. Stream started at 8. No, my stream started at 6 PM for GMT. 6:15 PM. But yeah, no. Friday streams are definitely a mixed bag. It's an interesting sort of thing. I do spend a lot of it, unfortunately, battling insults and sort of derogatory stuff, but, you know, I do try to make the most of a bad situation, so... I was just talking about my new video that I released earlier. Do I have Dusaka Milestone 4? I don't. I'm fairly close to it, though. But yeah, I was talking about my new video a minute ago. Sorry, I stopped with the topic because people were just shitting on it a minute ago, so But yeah, it was a fun video. I don't know why people have been shitting on it. I thought it was fun. What level is Dusaka Milestone 2? Milestones go 25, 50, 75, 100. So... I've got to leave or else I can't play. You're good, don't worry about it. Join sounds and dono sounds are so loud. They shouldn't be like that loud, from what I know. If they are, let me know and I'll fix it. It's not me that runs the sounds directly, it goes through a website. Here, I'll turn them down about 7.5. Each. There you go. There. What's your highest level survivor? My Elliot is M4. Cool, I'm a builder man main. Fair enough. I hope my brains are fried. Me too, twin. It's sad seeing your other stream barely having 10 people in here. It's got 22. Yeah, that's usually how the channel goes. So I stream Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. But I find that usually I only get viewers on the Fridays. So the rest of the week is a really sort of quiet environment. It's because a lot of people just don't really care about any of the other content. I'm not sort of enough to win people over, I don't think. Like, personality-wise, I'm not enough for people to sort of enjoy. So, people only really come for the Forsaken stuff because they like the game, not me. I don't know, a lot of people say what's the word? Seem to lack personality. No, like that, the Dead by Daylight stream got 3 viewers. Yeah, that's pretty much normal for my channel. Same person. Yeah, I saw you over on the Twitch. It was a good video. Well, I'm glad that some people enjoyed it. I know a lot of people have sort of hated on it for being a little bit longer, but it definitely sort of is, you know, it's... People certainly have mixed opinions on it as of late. I know, I mean, even opening the stream today, I had, what? The chat opened with, we don't care, etc, etc. Stuff like that. So, I mean, I don't know. It's frustrating, obviously, because I put a lot of effort into everything equally, but obviously a lot of people will disrespect anything other than... you know. Anything other than Forsaken just sort of gets hit with disrespect, so... It is what it is, you know. I try to keep a good mood anyway. I just do what I can. I've been having fun with, sort of bits and pieces. You didn't need to watch the full video. The full video, there is 2 matches in the video. They were about 20 minutes each, so it's not really that long. I think it came out at 39 minutes total. But that's because, obviously, we had to do 2 rounds. The first one, we did it, but we died just before we were about to sort of, you know, figure out the last step. So we obviously did a replay, and I cut out most of the sort of starting up stuff, but I got the important bits. And that's what matters. I honestly, me being physically disabled, I have a lot harder of a time editing because I have a lot less time than most people. Because I have to lay down. So... I tried though, that video did take me a couple days to do. Obviously from recording to finalizing the video, it took me about a week. But that's because I can only do about an hour of editing a day, maybe 2, if I'm lucky. I know I bought myself a MacBook so I can edit from my bed, but definitely still struggle with it. I'm doing what I can though, and I've got a couple of pals that help me occasionally in return for like $10. Sometimes I'll go to some of my mods and I'll dangle a $10 in their face and I'll be like, hey, do you wanna edit this a little bit? Like with a $10 note in my hand. Whatever you call them. Apparently note is the wrong word. I was speaking to an American the other day and apparently a note is the wrong word for the currency. We call them £5 notes, £10 notes. Apparently they're not called notes. I'd like to talk about your appearance in the VIP killer skin roster. That's never happening. I don't think they know I exist, I'm gonna be real. You're disabled? Yes, I have something called postural static tachycardia syndrome. So it's a nervous system problem. And it basically means that when I stand up, my brain thinks that it's starving because the blood in my legs doesn't get back up correctly. So the blood gets stuck in my legs, doesn't go back up, and my brain thinks, hey, I'm starving. And it puts my heart rate up to 200. So it quadruples my heart rate, and it makes me really dizzy, breathless. My legs will start trembling, I'll start to fall over. Obviously I'm riddled with adrenaline because I'm in fight or flight because of it, and it thinks, you know, it feels like I'm dying. I've got constant chest pain and palpitations, stuff like that. Got a question? Go ahead. You don't have to ask if you can ask a question. Just ask the question, you know? Flicking your camera to run around the killer, running around a dock is good and fun game design. Is there a cure? No. So the way that it works, it's similar to a spinal injury in that sense. It's the nervous system, so, you know, your brain, your spinal cord, and then, like, your nerves. It originates in the same sort of area, so it's not really curable. Because, like, you can't unparalyze a paralyzed, like, person from spinal injury, so... Same sort of process. Thankfully, I can take a couple steps at a time, but I will eventually stumble. If I want to go out anywhere, I have to take my wheelchair out with me, because the way it works is... If I'm standing up, it's the worst. If I'm sitting down, it's active, but a lot less. And then if I'm laying down, it's not active at all. So, yeah. Is it just me or when I look at water? That's very common. There is something to do with that. It's some scientific thing. You could probably research it. It's the same... It's probably similar to how, if somebody yawns, you will also yawn. Yawns are quite contagious. So if I were to sort of yawn, you guys would, probably also sort of yawn. I also had a spinal disability. Oh, do you have, is it scoliosis? Scoliosis is probably the most common one. Because, I mean, especially if you're sort of saying, like, had. Scoliosis has surgery, as far as I'm aware. Do I like Pop-Tarts? I've never had them. When am I going to server hop? I server hop every 30 minutes. We only started stream, what, like 20 minutes ago? So a bit more time before we'd server hop. But I server hop. I'm going to be here 3-4 hours. Don't you worry. I'm not going anywhere. It ain't something else. Fair enough, yeah. Notice that the views on Twitch are not as much on YouTube, but that's okay. I understand that most people don't have Twitch. Yeah, no, the views on Twitch, I usually have maybe 1-2 viewers on Twitch. But YouTube, honestly, I don't have any viewers on Twitch when I'm not streaming Forsaken. If I'm streaming Forsaken, I'll get about 3 to 5. YouTube, I usually get about 5 viewers if I'm not doing Forsaken. Yeah, last time I was here, you barely had 10 viewers. Yeah, because, now there's 26. Yeah, it's because Forsaken does, quadruple what my normal streams do. I don't want to be an asshole, but did you break your legs, or like, do you have a wheelchair? So, my illness is postural, so if I stand up, my heart rate is really high. If I sit down, it's a lot less. So, it's more to do with, my legs are fine, but the blood doesn't go up and down correctly. So it's more so that my body is, it's basically like I've got a bug in my brain. My brain's bugged, and it seems to falsely think that standing up equals death. So if I stand up, my body will shut down, basically. So you can't take airplanes. I've been on airplanes before, and I've never really noticed any issue with them. It's not like that. It's more based on the state of my body. So if I have my legs in the air, for example, it's not necessarily to do with, oh, I'm, you know, so high up. It's if I have my legs in the air, or my legs are at the same level as my heart. So think of it that way. My legs are at the same level as my heart when I'm laying down. If my legs are lower than my heart rate goes up. The lower they are, the higher my heart, basically. Like, the further distance between my legs and my sort of heart in terms of, like, rotation is sort of how I'd explain it. What are those little bees at the bottom of the screen? So each bee is a chatter. The way that the stream avatar system basically works is that each chatter on both platforms gets a bee, and there's little mini games and stuff that are involved with the, like, bees down here. You can change the colors of them, you can do little, like, dances and stuff with them, loads of stuff that sort of involves them. They're a very sort of interactive part of the system. Where's the bunny corner? Oh, I took it down because people were sort of, like, complaining. Hold on. Have a Remy. People complaining about the bunny corner? Nah, people are just complaining in general. You trading honey or something? No, so the way that the honey system works for the stream avatar stuff is you just have to keep watching. So I think each minute equals like 1 honey or something. So it just works like that. It's not a really complex system at all. Far from, actually. Who the hell hates the bunny corner? You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. But yeah, it's been a little crazy today. But I have another video that I'm nearly done with now. So I've got one more video that I need to do the visuals for this video, and that's it. I'm not sure what to do with the visuals though, so I am going to consult a friend after stream and sort of get their opinions on how I should handle it, what I should put in it. It's sort of it's a short video. It's only a couple of minutes long. I think it's about 2-3 minutes long. But I think it's a very important video to have anyway. So I have sort of put that together out of my in my spare time, because it's a very sort of prevalent and common issue. I'll say that much. No spoilers, no spoilers. I'm making some cat food. You want some? No, I'm okay, thank you. I love your avatar. Oh, thank you. It was made by a really awesome person called Kit, if you're talking about the model. The model here. It was made by a really awesome person called Kit. You might have noticed if you're in the Discord that recently we've been updating all the stickers in the server. That's because Kit has been very kindly redrawing them for me. So yeah, so we're currently redesigning and updating all the stickers in the server one by one. I think we've had about a good 10 of them done now. There's quite a lot of them. But about 10 of them or so have been redone. And there's some new ones as well that you'll notice throughout the time. It's really great. Honestly, I've really sort of have enjoyed working with Kit. It's been great. Absolutely lovely person. Are bunnies good pets or are they evil? They're evil. Don't be fooled. 90% cuddle monster, 10% will chew the carpet. I know Emmy, my other bunny, was beefing with my mum the other day because I think she chewed the carpet up and made a mess, and my mum was not happy. My mum was far from happy. They are stupid like that. Oh crap. Oh crap. Oh crap. Double crap. Oh man. Right. Oh, stamina. Have you seen the Noli Milestone Chase leak? Yeah, I was there for it. I was there when it was leaked. I don't know if you guys saw, I was one of the people actively giving in that stream for a good few sort of segments. I don't have much to give, but I was still trying to give something. I was sort of pulling together little bits and pieces that I could grab. Every rabbit owner will say never to get one as a pet. That's because they're hard work, bro. They're hard work. What do you mean you're gnawing on the couch? Get off it! Or they'll go behind the couch and they'll start trying to dig up the floor. It's a wood floor! Or, God forbid, they start trying to jump through the windows on the doors. They are not the brightest, okay? The cat food is soaking, I'll give it to you when it's done. I don't want your cat food, dude. I'll have you know, I had a very nice stroganoff for my dinner. It was a very nice stroganoff. I think it was a Marks and Spencer's one. It was a stroganoff. It was nice. Have you ever attempted the Noli fly tech? Honestly, I barely play, like, any killers these days. I'm gonna be real. Can I draw your bunny and my snout? Go for it! You can have both of them. I probably have a photo of both of them if you want that. Where's the group loaf photo? That one's quite cute. There it is. Aww. Dumb and Dumber for real. Do I have any hopes for the next Killer and Survivor? Honestly, no. More than anything, I was hoping that they would, stop focusing on cosmetics, You got hit with a hollow purple right now. I have no idea what that even means. The only hollow purple I know is the hollow twister from Fortnite, which is which is definitely not that. Bunnies are honestly adorable. I once had a friend who had a bunny. It's adorable. I can't see pics of the bunny anymore because I'm not friends with him anymore. That's okay. I mean, my Discord server's full of bunny photos. Honestly, all I ever do is ping chat revive. Hey guys, guess who's here right now? Very close-up, goofy photo of the bunnies. It's great. It's great. How do you get your cat to stop knocking down your deodorant? Knock the cat. That's a joke. Don't knock the cat. Do not knock the cat. Do not the cat. Do I have one egg? I do not. The only thing that I have egg-themed is that stupid Builderman skin, and I love it. It's so stupid. Oh, yay! Welcome in, peoples. Welcome in. It's crazy, because I know I'm gonna get loads of emails from, like, stat things tonight from, like, bots and stuff that are gonna be like, oh, you've had an 8,000% increase in viewers. Congrats! And then I'll get for the rest of the week, I'll spend my life getting emails saying, you got 20% less viewers than last time. Your view count has gone down significantly. And it's like, oh, okay. What else have we got here? Can I join? Yeah, my username should be pinned in both platforms. I don't actually think it's on Twitch now that you mention it. Thank you for letting me know. I didn't realize it was not up. It's because Twitch doesn't let me sort of pre-schedule stuff. It doesn't let me just put things up on the pin the way that I usually do it. Bonk. There you go. That should go up like that. If it doesn't, I'll probably cry about it. No, I'm kidding. I'm playing, don't worry. Hi, welcome in. Right, where am I going? I forgot where I'm going. Here's where I'm going. Whoopsies. Just happy that One Eggs is returning back this year. No, G variant. So many people from last year who bought it can say, I had it OG. Hey, views are going up. Yeah. Can you join? Yeah, my username is in the pin. I just made sure to put it up on Twitch. Joins are on. We'll probably server hop soon as well. Depends, sort of. Depends, sort of, how do you call it? As stream goes on, it will be, it'll be a very fluctuating thing. But yeah, I'm trying to think, the rest of the week, what do you guys want for Sunday, by the way? I didn't really put out a poll earlier. But do we have an idea of what we want for Sunday? Because I haven't planned it yet. Jackbox? We could definitely do Jackbox. It depends how I'm feeling on Saturday as well. But Jackbox is always an option. Dead by Daylight? I could add Dead by Daylight again, yeah. See, thing is, I was gonna do, like, Dead by Daylight videos and, like, Trappy videos and, like, Outlast Trials and stuff, but, they don't really sort of do well, and a lot of people won't sort of appreciate the streams. They sort of just come in, say something nasty, and then dip, which is like, ah, okay. Can you add? I don't add anybody, so the way that system works is you can just go to my Roblox profile. The way that works is you just go on Roblox, you don't have to follow, you don't have to friend, you don't have to do anything, you just hit join. There's probably a queue. I can't really help that, I'm not magic. What else do I have to say? My friends list is purely just people that I know right now. So I like to keep it that way because obviously my YouTube has about 7k, not that half of those people really ever show up, but you know, it's still, you know, for the hypothetical purpose, let's say that they all were there. I can't add 7k people on Roblox, so why would I sort of add any viewers when in reality that would be really unfair? Why would I choose favorites and I pick certain people? That's not sort of how my brain doesn't do that. So my joins are on for everyone, but I won't add anyone unless I know them. You'll notice a couple of my stream mods are added on Roblox and a couple of bits like that. That's my mods, you know? Those are people I know. It's not sort of like I'm playing favorites there because those aren't my mods. How many viewers do I have on YouTube? It says 30. That's a very sort of inflated number. It's because Forsaken Fridays really sort of inflate my numbers. And then what happens is after Forsaken Fridays, when I stream my other weekly schedule, I usually get about 5 viewers, I think it is. It's about 5, maybe 3. 3 to 5 viewers usually. So that's usually the system that goes for. Can someone leave so I can get in? So I will server hop after this one. If you guys can remind me, please, like, yell at me in the chat as soon as the game ends. Like, the round, rather. Also, why was I being hated on a minute ago for my accent? Leave me alone, okay? This is a very toned down variant. I'm a northerner by blood, so, you know, my accent is gonna be thick. It's been thick, it will be thick. But this is very toned down in terms of what, like, I sound like naturally, so yeah. I try to make my voice as sort of clear and comprehensible as possible, because I know that a lot of people are ESL or they have trouble with various sort of bits and pieces, so yeah, I try my best to sort of narrow down my accent as best as I can. You're a northerner? Yeah, I'm proper northern if I'm being honest with you. I'm a proper full northerner. I can promise you that one. I'm up in north now at minute. There you go. See? That's my proof. I am a northerner. I really am. Born and raised. Are you gonna buy the man phase Veronica? Probably. Why not? But yeah, no. Definitely a northerner. Born and raised. But yeah, I definitely tone down with streaming because people don't understand a word I'm saying. My drawing's so cute. Oh, hell yeah. What's your opinion on Old Forsaken? A lot of people glaze it. I don't think the game has ever been that good. The game's fundamentally flawed. The game's been fundamentally flawed. I think a lot of people... It's similar to how you watch a show that you watch when you were a child and it doesn't hit the same, and it sort of ruins it for you. I think that's the same sort of rose-coloured glasses that people are looking through when it comes to Old Forsaken. I don't think it's necessarily much better, but I think a lot of people are sort of cherishing the memories more than they are actually appreciating sort of how it was. Can I do one more round? Okay, sure, I'll do one more. But do not let me forget. You know what I'm like. Just had better sort of management. I don't really think it even did. I just think before, sort of before the sort of like everything came out, it was just behind the scenes. I think shit was still going on. It was just very covered up. It was very much sort of like a floodgate in the sense that it was barely holding together, but it was still there and you could very much see the cracks. It's just people sort of obviously weren't pushed away by the flood. Forsaken's gotten boring. Forsaken has always been very draining and boring. With a mixture of the way that the development team handle it by ensuring that every event they do is very grindy, which sort of gets rid of your casual players, people who have school, people who have work, people like me who have disabilities. They definitely sort of have pushed it into a grindy like game where it just doesn't have the same enjoyment because it's just repetitive and it doesn't have any sort of change. Obviously, there's a lot of games that have permanent replayability, but within the ASIM community, it's incredibly different because of the fact that, you know, a lot of other games have, you know, various sort of other mechanics, whereas Forsaken is, hey, let's do the bare minimum mechanics, let's focus entirely on cosmetics and make as much money as possible. Or at least that's how it comes off. I don't know if that is actually the mindset. Obviously, that's just how it looks to me. But yeah. You look like a... Oh, thank you. That's so kind. Can you check people's profiles in game? What am I looking for though? I don't know what to check for. I know someone mentioned Corrupted Crossroads earlier. I've played Corrupted Crossroads before. Corrupted Crossroads is a big part of my stamina slot video I've been working on. Yeah, I'm doing one more round for bits and pieces. Because, you know, many requests and stuff, so sorted that out. Hi, V. Hi, are you the person I pinged, by the way? I don't know if it was you that was asking about the... How do you call it? Oh god, what's it called? Are you the person that was asking about memberships? Because I managed to get through to YouTube and set that up. It should be live now. If it's not, let me know. It took ages to get the application stuff sorted for it, but I think it finally went up. It should be 2 and 5. I didn't want to put anything too high. I don't even really sort of want too much of that, but the funds, you know, they go towards the bunnies, so I may as well sort of have it there as an option in case people do want to, you know, buy the buns and toys or something. You didn't check the ping, that's all good. Don't worry about it. One more question before I leave. Do you play the Battle Cats? I have no idea what that is. Might pay for the $4.99 one. Honestly, if you don't want, like, to pay that much, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Honestly, it's, I intentionally tried to put the prices as low as it would let me. It sort of... I think it caps out at, like, $1. Where did I ping you? Oh, I just pinged you in general. I was just asking if you were the person asking about memberships, that's all. Just because I set them up. Obviously... I'm gonna get member sort of first releases for videos and stuff. I don't know how to sort of do it, but I believe you can do it where people get videos a day early and stuff, and I'll do a bunch of sneak peeks in like member only posts and stuff, so at least you got that to look forward to, I suppose. There we go. Okie doke. But yeah, it took me a minute to get it set up because you have to run it through YouTube's approval. But I did actually eventually get it sorted, and it should be okay. If you run into any issues, just let me know, obviously. I've noticed it now lets me sort of set up member-only streams as well, which is really fun. So I'll probably definitely look into doing that eventually, maybe. It depends, we don't have many channel members, but, you know, I'd always be down to do a member-only Q&A or something. If that's what people are looking for. Two in line. I'm gonna shuffle servers anyway now, so we'll do that. Rightio. First of all, let's take a moment for... Hold on. Will it do it? Way. Gotta open the soda into the mic, you know, it's tradition. Just found it? Hey, I'm glad it's working. Obviously, here, you guys will be able to see, I set up the stickers now, so they are officially working. Other than that, yeah, memberships should be good to go. Let's see. How do I get the stickers? So the stickers are from the membership package of the YouTube thing now. So it was something I was asked to set up by someone else. It's not in any way, shape or form something where people want, like... I want people to pay for it, because I don't. It was just something people asked for. So I set it up, but it lets me have stickers, and if I get so many people subscribed to it, it'll let me have more, like, emojis on YouTube. So, like, I just set it up for the sort of the people who wanted it, and I'll use it to post, like, exclusive bunny pictures, and I'll use it to post, I'll put exclusive bunny pictures and videos on it, and I'll also make sure to put, like, exclusive first access to videos and sneak peeks and stuff. Basically the same as what the boosters get, but I have a YouTube post system instead of the booster chat in the Discord. So, you know, it is what it is. Just unlocked Infinity Time in Garden Warfare? Hell yeah, Wolfie, congrats, congrats. We'll definitely do that on Wednesday. I'd buy it if I had money. You're good, don't worry. It's not sort of something I'm pressuring people into buying. It's actually just an option for the people that asked for it. But yeah, Buzzing Bee is something to separate it from the other. It should just be separated as far as I'm aware. There is a further sort of thing, but I'm not quite sure if I remember. Here, let me go pull up my studio account and I'll go and see sort of what the differentiation is. As far as I know, though, my levels should be... Yeah, so it goes... Buzzing Bees, No, so Buzzing Bees gets a member-only chat room on top. They get member shoutouts, I believe. Along with the loyalty badges, emojis, exclusive access. And then I don't know what else it allows me to add. Let me see what it kind of gives me as a... Here, I'll put member-only polls. Oh, if I want to put membership, if I want to put more stuff on membership, I have to go through YouTube's approval again. So I will take sort of like details over the next month with the I should be able to do member-only posts. So to the members that are like on the channel, I'll probably like sort of send those guys like posts and put sort of info on that with, you know, would you want to test for a fan game? I mean, if you guys want testers, I'm more than happy to sort of do something if that's what you guys are looking for, but I don't know how good I'd be at it. I'm not really someone who plays much doors games and stuff, but, you know. I mean, I've had people before come in the chat and say, hey, can you try my game on Roblox? Can you play my game on Roblox? But what I have the trouble with is they'll say that and then they'll never sort of come to the Discord. I usually say, oh, can you come to the Discord? I've got a suggestion forum called Nectar. Can you put the link? Can you put a little bit of information? Can you give me a couple sneak peeks on like what I'd be looking at? And I'll get back to you with more information eventually. But whenever people ask this, they never give me that info. Like, please tell me what I'm looking at. And I give it a go. Please. Forsaken is just a game with shitty fundamentals put in place to be used as an excuse not to focus on game design or actual issues or making content. Yeah, so, it's sort of... It's very hit or miss with Forsaken. Forsaken is very much a low-effort mechanic game. They focus, like, solely on the, like, how do you call it? The cosmetic and sort of, pure, like, vanity side, without ever really delving into the... How do you even call it? Like, the mechanical side of things, the sort of gameplay aspects. They don't really put any sort of effort into that. They do very minimal as well they do very much as well in terms of sort of minimal balancing. It's very I have a question, it's not game related, go crazy. As I always say, you don't need to ask if you can ask a question. Literally ask anything. The stream rules I put out recently in the post on the YouTube, that was, as I clarified sort of in it, it's only if you're repetitively off topic that's when I'm sort of like gonna get mad, because people will come into my Dead by Daylight stream and spend 3 hours talking about Forsaken and sort of talking over other chatters and other people and stuff like that. And it's really sort of disrespectful to both the chat, me, the stream that I'm putting effort into sort of doing and stuff like that. So that rule was all sort of that. Am I Scottish? I'm half and half. So I'm half English, half Scottish, but my English side is northern, so my natural accent is very sort of thick because it's a bit of an amalgamation of the two. Have I ever played Decaying Winter? I have not. If you were to play Corrupted Crossroads on stream, what type of sword would you use the most? I honestly have no idea. I did do Corrupted Crossroads on stream before. It was part of the ASIM streams. But, like, yeah, it was... I spent a lot of those sort of ASIM streams very... sort of... I don't know, I came out of them very... almost sad, I suppose. Not quite sad, but just sort of feeling very dejected in a way, I guess. Because... how do you call it? I spent the entire sort of stream exploring various ASIMs, and if I wasn't playing the one popular ASIM that people wanted, they would just come and scream at me the entire time and be like, you need to play this, when are you playing this, when are you playing that? I wouldn't get a chance to really look into any other games. It was kind of like crazy. They ask what's better, Triceratops or Bob the Man? Will you get banned? No. As I just said, it's if you're repetitively doing stuff like that to point at to like intentionally disrespect people or just overall are being disrespectful. You aren't entirely British. No, I'm not, but like, yeah. Remember when Forsaken 2 dropped for April Fools? I remember it, I never played it. I've been through a variety of burnout phases with Forsaken because of the way that the game obviously is built. I've been through so many burnout phases. I'm trying my best. Obviously, I've stepped really far back with the content as a whole, and it's really helped that sort of burnout. I only play the game when I'm on stream now. But my god, the burnout before I was streaming was insane. What was the first purchase you made on your own? I know this one. It was Friday the 13th, the game on Steam. That was my first ever purchase. On my own. I remember it very vividly. I played too much of the sort of Love Shot skin. I should do something else. I would rather stay in bed because I'm doing that anyway. I'm disabled. I spend most of my life in bed. I have a suggestion you could do for a game on Sunday, if you know it. I mean, you're welcome to go ahead. I'm probably, because obviously Sundays are survival themed. It depends if it sort of fits the category, but it also sort of depends whether or not I own it. If it's a Steam game, I own quite a lot of survival stuff, but I don't own everything. I'm not an infinite pot of money. It'd be great if I was, wouldn't it? But I'm not. I've never had a Taco Bell in my life. I want to stay in bed. I don't get out of bed to do anything other than stream and record. I'm gonna be real. I edit in bed now. Secret of Mimic. Secret of the Mimic is in like the FNAF game. Is that what we're talking about? To be fair, I haven't done Secret of the Mimic. So, that is actually a viable idea. Depends how much it is. How much is Secret of the Mimic right now? $33. Okay. Okay. Similar to games you've played, Outlast Trials and Repo. Yeah, I know I've sort of watched other bits and pieces. But yeah. I know I want to I don't know, it's because I could do, with Sunday being obviously survival themed, I could do Outlast Trials, or I could do Dead by Daylight, or I don't know. It's very hit or miss in that sense. Don't get Secret of the Mimic. It's not good based on reviews and personal experience of other friends' PCs and stuff. Fair enough. I mean, I don't have I don't really have restrictions in terms of running like games, because obviously, I mean, I can host. If you were online earlier, you probably saw me hosting the Minecraft server. That runs on my PC. I can run that with multiple people while also running shaders and 32 render distance. So my PC is not going to struggle. But if the gameplay is sort of lackluster, then it's hit or miss, really, isn't it? Look at the stats in game. You see, people often always ask me, like, oh, look at the stats, look at the stats, look at the stats. What am I looking for? I don't understand stats. Like, oh, you've got so many killer wins. Why? Am I supposed to sort of be impressed? I don't understand. It's just not my thing. I think it's really sort of closed-minded to play just for the sake of sort of winning. I find it really boring. I'm here to goof and have fun, you know? You could do Decaying Winter on Sunday too, survival wave-based looter shooter with heavy emphasis on teamwork. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, okay. Stats. What am I supposed to look at? I don't get it. Obviously, keep in mind, my understanding of things is very different to sort of other bits and pieces where other people sort of look at things. Uh, but yeah, sorry, I got a DM real quick. Yeah, I don't understand stats. That's something I've never understood. I don't know if I'm just sort of crazy in that sense. Obviously, I'm autistic. I'm on the spectrum. So it's very possible that I'm just sort of misunderstanding, or I don't really have the understanding on that sort of scheme. But I don't understand what I'm supposed to be looking for. Because obviously, like, the wins aren't anything of anything. They're just kind of there, you know? Like, I mean, people just want to flex. I don't get, like, flexing. I don't know. It's like, it'd be different if it was like, oh, hey, I got this Minecraft achievement. But it's literally just, hey, look at this number I have on my screen. It doesn't sort of amount to any kind of response from me, if I'm honest. I know a lot of people will be disappointed to hear that, but I just don't get it. It just doesn't make sense to me. Do I have Jason in Fortnite? I do not have Jason in Fortnite. I have Billy the Puppet, though. Billy the Puppet is one I do have. Other than that, let's see. What else do I have? Fortnite. So for Fortnite, I have, out of recognizable skins, I have both the Chapel Roan skins. I have both the Sabrina Carpenters. I don't know why I have them, but I do. I have Bruno Mars for some reason. I have, what else is there that's recognizable? I have a lot of Guff skins. I have a bunch of Christmas stuff. I have various sort of bits and pieces. It's really all over the place, my Fortnite inventory. I have all the Miku skins as well. I have Huggy Wuggy. Yeah, I have Huggy Wuggy. But yeah, it doesn't sort of... yeah, it doesn't really sort of ever end. I've got loads of like cute, like, created ones as well, so. Huggy Wuggy was in Fortnite? Yes, it was for, Fortnite Mirrors 2025, I believe. When do I play Minecraft? Honestly, we don't have a set time for Minecrafting. The server only opened up yesterday. It took me ages to sort of understand how to use the console and how to configure various bits and pieces, but now that I've sorted that out, it's usually okay. Other than that, it's just we play it when we want to play it. If you want to sort of get involved with a Minecraft server, the Discord should be in the description of both platforms. There's a ping roll in the onboarding. So when you sort of open the server for the first time, it'll say, do you want any of these pings? There is a Minecraft one, and we usually mention that role when we're booting up, so that's there. Bad players could then have better than average stats solely because leeching off their team and only winning from their success. Absolutely. Stats and playtime are so completely useless. I don't understand sort of the flexing that people attempt to do with them. They mean absolutely nothing to me. So, the Power Rangers in Fortnite. Yeah, there's been a lot of different things in Fortnite. Loads of Marvel characters. You know, a lot of DC as well. Let's see. Transformers have been in the Fortnite at one point. You've had, like, a load of celebrities. Miku was in Fortnite. You've had sort of pretty much everything. I have a question. You can just ask your questions. You don't need to declare that you have a question. Do you like the old or new Jack Frost 1X War? I do prefer, I do prefer the old one because it has that sort of nostalgia sense to it, but I don't think the new one is necessarily bad either. I just think it's personal preference. What else? Do I own the old one? Yeah, I own both of them because, obviously, apparently a lot of people don't know that I was around back in 24 for Forsaken. I made one of the sort of original guides that a lot of people watched, but that's kind of been my forgotten legacy now because my channel is teeny tiny and the other content creators have flocked in and I'm just in the sidelines. But that's okay. I just have fun and do what I like. Can I play with you? Yeah, as I've explained quite a few times now, the pin at the top has my user. You just go to the profile and hit join. You don't need to add or anything. You don't even need to ask. You can just join. Just go straight up and join. No anything, really. No trouble. Completely easy. Just go find me on Roblox. What else was I going to talk about today? So yeah, the Minecraft server's up. I've nearly finished my house, and then I'm gonna get exploring and building some other random bits and structures. So it's Pokemon themed. My starter that I picked was Piplup, because I have a Piplup plushie over there somewhere. In the vast array of sort of plush corner. Pokemon, yeah, Pokemon. So the Minecraft world that we have, the Minecraft server, it's Cobblemon. So it's Pokemon, basically. There is a lot of add-ons as well, so there's Pokestations that you can completely loot. Nurse. Joy is a villager, I believe. There is a separate Poke Center for sort of Pokemart stuff, so you can buy. Various, I think you can buy normal Pokeballs, Great Balls, Ultra Balls, that sort of thing. You can also buy like heals and stuff. Loads of different bits. What Pokemon games have I played? I haven't played any of the base Pokemon games. When I was a kid, we were broke. We did not have the money for Pokemon games. Have you seen the prices of them? I sold my Nintendo Switch. I sold it. Because fuck that. The prices are so high, dude. Nintendo try not to cost an arm and a leg for literally anything. May or may not be watching this stream while at school. Go focus on your studies, dude. I never focused on my studies back when I was in school, and it was a mistake, dude. I mean, I came out alright, I graduated college, but it took a lot of work. To be fair, I wasn't much better in college, actually. Do you think I can get level 406er? You can do anything. You can do anything if you put your mind to it enough. Within reason, of course. If you guys end up in jail, not my fault. I do not take any financial responsibility or any responsibility of any form for any of your behaviors. Did you get your name from Veronica or V in D&D World? Don't know what D&D World is. Is that some kind of game? Veronica? No. My name is V because it's a family nickname. It's been a family nickname for, God, as long as I can remember. If you want to go and fact check me, you're very welcome to go and look at my profile, scroll down the YouTube channel in videos, and you'll notice that some of the videos are 2-3 years old. That outdates both of those source materials. And you'll see V is on every thumbnail and title. It's a family nickname, and Eucera, part of my username, that is a genus of bees. You also have a family nickname? Yeah, we sort of all have nicknames, like, in my family. Like, we all have sort of, like, all my siblings have, like, nicknames. Multiple nicknames, in fact. My Miss Forsaken skin's gotta be the dream game collab skins. Fair enough. I mean, obviously, I don't blame them for dipping out. I mean, the way the Forsaken community as a whole behaves is really scary. I mean, I started this stream at 6 o'clock today, and I said, hey guys, did you see my latest video? What do we think? And everyone said, we don't care, it was shit. I'm like, okay. So I don't really blame them from dipping out when a community kind of behaves like that. And again, it's never always one entire community, it's always segmented. But by God, did the bad really outweigh the good. It breaks your heart sometimes, man. Who's your favourite third stage starter? Mine's Greninja. Oh, what's she called? I've got, hang on. Is it Primarina? Primarina, I think it is. Primarina. The Poplio one. Do you agree that Nosferatu should not be killer? Don't understand the whole sort of... Primarina, yeah, Primarina is adorable. I play the Pokemon trading card game, like, Pocket app, and I have the cutest, like, full-out, like, rainbow Primarina. It's gorgeous. I'll send you a picture if you want. How many gingerbreads do I have? Not enough, clearly. Never enough. Can I kill these guys? No, I can't. You should get the Minecraft Dusakar skin. I mean, I could. I don't even know how you sort of would look at doing that. We'll see. Depends on prices and stuff. I'm broke. I'm a broke bitch. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, I don't understand the Nosferatu hate, Loki, because I can see where it comes from, but it just was an interesting choice to prioritize. I can see sort of why they would do it. First beat. What? Like, you know I swear like a sailor. There's literally a warning on my channel that says this channel is not for children, viewer discretion is advised. What do you mean me dropping a B-bomb is something you comment on, bruh? I've said bitch so many times. I certifiably am a dumb bitch. Do I have Martyr for 1x? No, that is one of the few skins I do not have. It's my first time watching the stream, but I already like you. Well, I'm glad you're having fun. I do a lot more than just Forsaken if you got any other interests. If you like proper, like, good graphic horror games, I am here. Outlast Trials, my one true love. Trepidation, my favourite Roblox asim. We've got Garden Warfare 2, which is actually quite wholesome. It's actually a much more chill game. Much actually more sort of sane in comparison to some of the other bits and pieces I play on the channel. If I see Fire Deck pop up and say bits and pieces in the chat, I'm gonna tweak! So, you know when you latch onto a phrase and it's your, like, phrase of the week or whatever and you just can't stop saying it? It's been bits and pieces recently. Because I'm always looking for filler words to sort of bulk out my sentences while my brain catches up with my mouth. Or, no, my mouth catches up with my brain. But, you know, bits and pieces is something I've used quite a lot. And Fidek keeps commenting on it and calling me out. Do I think one day I'll ever start a Battle Brick series? Depends on what I'm up to. Is Atlas Trials really good? I've been thinking of getting it at some point. It is. I love Atlas Trials. I've found that Atlas Trials is really enjoyable for me. If you want to play, Atlas Trials is one of my considerations for tomorrow's stream. Definitely up there. I believe the Lilia event is still on. But Atlas Trials is really fun. The way that it works, basically, is it's a 4-player co-op where you... How do you even call it? It's a 4-player co-op where you basically work as a group to fulfill an objective in a human trial. You sort of have, like, night vision, and you have a sort of a rig, as they call them. And they're sort of, like, physically attached to your body. The night vision goggles are drilled into your skull, which is lovely. And then you have an ESOP as well, which is the sort of rig that you have with you that runs the batteries for the night vision goggles and also your actual rig. And your rig does different things depending on what you pick. It can be used like as a blockade, it can be a stun, it can be a blind, it can be healing, whatever you really want. It's a really fun game though, because you've got sort of all these different experiment characters. Because, you know, the Prime Assets example have got really sort of in-depth lore. And if you're sort of someone for lore, then Outlast Trials is absolutely the place to be. Lore in Outlast Trials is... I think I've seen over 5-hour deep dives into Outlast Trials lore. And that's just for the Primes. That's just for the Primes. That doesn't cover stuff like the Amelia situation and stuff, so you can imagine. Let's see. My laptop is too ass to play graphically intense games. That sucks. Obviously, I don't expect a lot of people to have, you know, great systems, but if anything, that's another sort of reason to come by streams. I do have a good PC that will run those games, so if there's something you want to see me play, like, tell me and I'll happily play it. Obviously, I've played a lot of various bits and pieces. We've done a full playthrough of not Outlast Trials, bleh. Resident Evil 2 and 4, the remakes, on the channel, for example, so definitely can handle stuff. Got a piece for Party Citron? Hey, congrats, well done, Wolfie. We all shall party one day. Hey, welcome to Crazy Vel. I've never heard that word before. How are we doing? Is this what you're... Do I have bunnies? Yes, that's where the photo in the top corner comes from. Those are my absolute stupid floppers. Look at them. They're so dumb, bro. But people get the pitchforks out if I don't put photos up. Oh, what was I saying? Sorry, I don't know what I clicked there. I gotta stop pressing buttons, dude. Have I watched or played Danganronpa? I have not, but I have heard from people I should not step anywhere near that. And honestly, considering the way that I've seen some of the people from the fandom behave, I don't think I want to step near it. I'm gonna be real. I'll stay in my nice little bubble. Do I think the Forsaken community is scary? Definitely. I've had my fair share of encounters in streams before. I think I'll stick to the minimalism in terms of content because hell no. I'm happy with the sort of bare minimum because the people can be rowdy. More than rowdy, quite frankly, but you know, it is what it is and you just do what you can really, so. Where is this person expecting me to just... Where am I gonna get one from, huh? I don't have one. Where the bunnies? The bunnies came from a breeder as far as I know. It was a lady and she has like bunnies in her backyard, just like her pets, and one of them had babies, and I think my mum went and bought one from her. Well, bought two, obviously. They both came from the same lady, I think, but different litters. As far as I know, anyway. I could be wrong, but I've been at least once to go and see the other bunnies, sort of. Yeah. So there are never medkits on the map. Yeah, no, the spawns. People, when I sort of mention the stamina slop side of Forsaken, people try to use the arguments of items and abilities. But I mean, the spawn inconsistency of items is just a prime example of why the game is too reliant on stamina because it's like gambling all over again. Fun stream, but I'll get going now. It was really fun. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And, you know, thanks for coming along. I hopefully will see you in the future. You're welcome to swing by literally any other stream, you know? There's loads of things. I bought Photoshop? Oh, hell no, not Adobe products, bruh. Adobe products? I do not like Adobe as a company, but I suppose not everybody will share that sort of idea. Adobe are very heavily on AI, but I remember there was an incident about a couple years back now where they basically put a brand new terms of service out saying that anything you made in Photoshop was automatically theirs and they could use it for any sort of like purpose they wanted to use it for, even if they wanted to gain money from it. If they wanted to make money off your art, they could sort of like use your art because you made it in Photoshop, which is their program. It was a whole fiasco, dude. It was crazy. Like, stupid shit, that's fair. But I'm just talking about, like, in terms of, like, business-wise, Adobe's been very sketchy. Have you ever tried wall hopping with being Forsaken? I have not. Is that sort of like where you kind of like bounce off various sort of surfaces that you can kind of half use? I presume I probably have unintentionally. I can imagine it's fairly sort of easy to understand. Nearly done. Post them on my YouTube posts. I will have a look. Yeah, I'll open that in a second. I'm just a dum-dum that sort of forgets way too easily, so, you know, I'll try my best to remember. If I forget, then, you know. It's sad that there's only 19 people watching. That's quite a lot for me. I'm used to sort of having a couple of, like, people watching. I'm used to having 2 or 3, so 19's actually quite a lot for me. I need to start setting timers again. When I server hop next, I'll start putting timers on my watch again. Should probably actually have a look at what my heart's doing as well. If it's too high, I should probably action that. Oh yay, welcome, welcome. Dum 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 dum. When is you versus V coming to Roblox? Hell no. I will not contribute to the stamina slop epidemic. You will not catch me dead contributing to the stamina slop. Are there any changes you think would make Forsaken great in your eyes? Honestly, unless they sort of were to fundamentally rework the game and, you know, redo a bunch of the stuff, then I don't really think there would be a way to sort of make it great. There's a lot of bits and pieces of various issues that would need to be sort of patched up. The mobility is a huge one. Unless they were going to add something like vaults and a bunch of other bits, like make the abilities stronger as a whole, completely up the functionality of abilities fully, then I don't really think there is much they could do. I know they say they're like doing a recode behind the scenes, but I just don't think it would be sort of enough. What made you start YouTube? So YouTube, I started it a couple years ago. It was sort of just as I got into college, I was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna start YouTube so I can kind of share what I enjoy, but also just to goof around, have a little bit of fun, but also build, I wanted to build a community of like-minded people. So obviously I haven't always had it the easiest being autistic. And, you know, I wanted to make it where I had a community that people in a similar boat or in a similar situation would be able to sort of be themselves without having the immense amount of criticism that comes with just existing as an autistic person. But yeah, it's sort of been really just something for me to do since then, especially with my physical disability getting worse and worse. It's definitely given me something to do while, you know, I'm going crazy, being like stuck in the house all day. You versus Homer, from what I've seen of the gameplay of You versus Homer, I don't want to touch that game with a 10-foot pole. That seems interesting. You versus Homer gets boring. Yeah, it looks like stamina slot squared. It's sort of one of those stamina slot games that doesn't even try to hide its stamina slot status. And that's what makes it really unappealing to me. You hide, that's the entire game. Yeah, hide, if I wanted to play hide and seek, bro, I'd go and, you know... There's a slop word for everything. What does stamina slop mean? So the way that it's basically stamina slop is a term that kind of comes from the asymmetrical horror and or survival subgenre. So people who've got quite a passion for the genre, like myself, have kind of made the word because there's an influx recently of games that have minimal effort into mechanics but focus solely on cosmetics and try to sell themselves as perfect. So Forsaken is a great example in the sense that they have stamina, and the stamina is specifically the survivor, and the pathing of the survivor is the entire determining factor as to whether or not they live. Abilities might be present, but more often than not, your abilities are gonna sort of be your death, and usually they are not enough to make or break a chase. So it basically talks about that. So, I mean, just for comparison's sakes, it would make it very obvious if I were to say, let's look at Dead by Daylight for comparison, where Dead by Daylight has vaults, they have abilities in the form of perks. They have pallets, they have various items as well that can be used, and, you know, stuff like that. It's versus Forsaken that has what? Very minimal abilities and then just stamina. It's like, it doesn't sort of add up, if that makes sense. What's the slop word? What, stamina slop? It's something I'm making a whole deep dive video into. It's just taking me a while because it's massive. How am I? I'm okay. I'm doing okay. Hi, by the way. I'm okay. I'm, you know, mentally prepared for this stream. I usually spend my week trying to hype myself up for it because of how sort of crazy in comparison it gets. But, you know, I'm okay. I'm adequately prepared. Very proud of myself today, I'm gonna say. I am very proud because if you're in the Discord, you've probably seen I announced earlier today that the Minecraft server is back and it's permanent now. So originally we were externally hosting and we were having constant issues with connection and the servers because they weren't paid. They were just going down every 5 minutes. So I caved and I researched how do I do it on my own network. So I'm now using a system called Play It, and I'm using just my computer. It's just directly on my computer instead. So rather than having to sort of use a server to host, my computer is the server. But because I have a decent computer that I got myself a few years ago as sort of like a... I don't even know, it was sort of like a mix of a Christmas present, you know, a present for not going insane over the many years of life, and all other bits and pieces, but because my computer's really strong, I can self-host a server with multiple people while also having 32 render distance and shaders enabled. So it's up and it's running and it's pretty great. I had to do a bunch of command prompt stuff and I had to obviously figure out the modding system of it. I had to figure out how to do tunnels and all this, but I've done it and there's no port forwarding involved. It's great. So I'm proud of myself today. Play Find the Little Boo-Boos? Hell no. I don't want no brain rot in my lovely, lovely, lovely YouTube channel. And or Twitch as well. I would not taint my blessed community. Play Steal a Labubu. You guys are just trying to give me an aneurysm. When's are you gonna get a soundboard? I've got a soundboard, I just don't use it on stream because that's how I get copyright striked. Find the burgers? I don't want to play Find anything. If I wanted to play puzzle games, I'd go and open Steam and play Resident Evil. I love Res Evil though. We should get back into that eventually. When I'm feeling more consistent, we'll get back into Res Evil. We'll do a designated month of Res Evil. Because I do need to start committing back to the stream stuff that I've sort of... like the stream series type stuff. So we'd probably cancel Survival Sunday for a month and we'd do sort of Res Evil for a month or something instead. But that's again something I'm gonna sort of figure out as I go. Because we've done 2 and 4. We've got 1 through 5, 7, and 8. And now 9 as well. I think 9 is also out now. They just keep appearing. Have I ever played Grace? Yes, I have. I have played Grace before. That was part of a viewer suggestion stream a couple months back. Can't say it was something I particularly really enjoyed, with it being, sort of, I don't know, it was sort of not my cup of tea. My first time speaking in chat? Well, welcome, welcome. We're kind of crazy, but hopefully not too crazy. But yeah. Surprisingly more quiet than usual around here. I think it's because, I haven't server hopped in a while. That a lot of the younger folk have sort of rage quit. Need to ask a question, go crazy. What's up? What do you... what do you want to know? Bonk. Let's have a look. What's my timer system looking like? I have 7,279 gingerbreads. Yeah, you might be crazy. Nah, to be fair, I can only play the game once a week, so... what time are we on? Right, I will set like a 10-minute timer, then we'll server hop again. What's the best fruit? Depends what you're going for. If you want, like... there's different categories of fruit. There's like, are you wanting a snack? Are you wanting something to go with something? What do you want? You don't need to make any Q&A streams videos. I've tried to host Q&As before, but people don't show up. So I just answer in here instead now. But yeah. I think Sunday, I'm very torn between trials. I do want to go back to Sinyala, my beloved. And I'm also stuck on, do I want to play, do I want to go to Dead by Daylight? What is your opinion on, I have no idea what that is. Highest killer level, probably like 70. As I say, I barely play this game so much anymore. Oh, the LMS thing. I don't have the music on half the time, I'm gonna be real. I get too overwhelmed with it. A lot of people are always demanding, and I'm like, dude, my brain's already mush. Hello! Welcome in, welcome in. And the Taff that gave you the medkit? Ah, thank you, thank you. I am dumb when it comes to medkits though. I'm always dying. It's because I'm not sort of always taking the game serious. I'm also just goofing around and having fun. What are the bunnies' names? The black and white one is Remy, and the one with the tiger stripes, that's Emmy. But yeah, no. I don't sort of say, as I say, I don't play this game super seriously, so I have no idea what levels and stuff are. Like, I don't know what my levels are, I'm just here to goof. It's the only stream I do anymore that really does well, so I'm just here to yap, because... Put it in chat? Sure. There you go, that's how you spell them. But yeah, honestly, our God Warfare 2 streams don't do bad. That's true, that's true. But yeah, we spend a lot of Forsaken Friday just yapping because it's the only sort of stream a week that does well enough for me to have conversations with people and stuff. I usually sit around 2 to 3 viewers, so I'm used to sort of just focusing on the game more than anything, so it's nice for the one stream a week where I get to yap. And I definitely make the most of it, because my other streams are dead. Garden Warfare does do well though. I was surprised by it actually. It does make me wonder if I maybe should sort of put out bits and pieces of no, not Forsaken. Sorry, I read the chat. It does make me wonder if I should put out bits and pieces of like Garden Warfare 2 for videos, because I mean, obviously, clearly people like it, so. And it's definitely a lot more enjoyable than sort of repetitively doing stuff I don't enjoy, like Forsaken. Forsaken definitely lost its sort of enjoyment for me a while ago. What do I think about old Forsaken? I think the people that sort of glaze it are very much wearing rose-colored glasses in that sense. It's very obvious that the game isn't that different. It's just that a lot of people sort of seem to think that because they remember it in a certain way that means that it was automatically better, when in reality I think it was just that over time you grow bored of certain things and you grow to dislike things. Have I ever stolen anything before? Not really, unless you count like a pencil from like the kitchen drawer. Not really. How old am I? I'm 20. I turned 21 in June. Yeah, June 18th. Do I have any milestone 4s? I have Elliot purely because I did a stream where I grinded for it because that was like a whole thing we were doing. But I don't really play to sort of level, I just play to goof. You'll notice I switch around quite a lot. I do a lot of stabbing. It's kind of goofy like that. Let's put some Builderman gameplay. Yeah, I want to be a tree. Tree time. What made you stop enjoying Forsaken? I think a mixture of the lack of mechanics with, like, the sort of fundamental flaws of the game certainly became clear. And I think that the way that the development has definitely sort of has been a big sort of factor in that as well. What killer should you play? Honestly, we need more Cool Kids around, because Cool Kid is probably one of the more balanced ones at the moment. Because obviously, like, 1X is still really weak. Sasha has obviously always been quite strong. Sixer isn't as strong as everyone says. Nolly's in a decent place. Doe is very hit or miss. And Nosferatu's also sort of very hit or miss. Silly question, because your things do you main V? No, I don't main anybody. I was called V long before any sort of characters had the name. It's a family nickname that it originates from my channel. So. Alright, I have to go. This was really fun. No worries, thanks for showing up. I'm glad you had fun. Let's try and... When am I gonna change servers? The timer says 2 minutes. I'll start setting the timers now on my watch, now that I remember. That's usually my sort of source of knowing when I'm needing to hop and stuff. But yeah. I think I know a lot of people often talk about the development of the game being very hit or miss. I think a big factor for me definitely getting bored of the game was the way that the development team have definitely behaved. And that doesn't necessarily mean these like drama things that people keep posting on Twitter. Not anything I give a shit about. Like, my stance on drama is if it's not violating law and it's not violating morals, I don't care if someone called you a stinky poo head. Get over it. It's like, are we 12? But like, if it's illegal, then fair enough. But at the same time, why are we distributing on Twitter instead of calling the police? I don't know. Maybe I'm just blunt because I'm an adult, but like crazy. How do you join? My username is in the top. It is, you know, literally that. You just go to my profile, you hit join. You don't add, you don't do anything like that. You literally just hit join. There's nothing more to it. It's really that easy. Have I tried Forgotten? Sounds familiar. It's possible I have. If not, then it's probably on my list. Obviously, as I've talked about a few times, I'm making an incredibly like detailed deep dive into Stamina Slop, and a big part of that is going to obviously be you know, going very into detail with a lot of games, so there's a lot of research to do there. Oh, speaking of, the time has gone off, so after this round, we will server hop. You don't see it, so it literally will say it in the white box at the top of the chat. It will literally say my username is decision on Roblox. You just have to go to my profile. If it's not popping up, then just type !Roblox link with no spaces. It's really simple. What other horror games have I tried? Okay, horror games, there is a long list. So, Resident Evil, I have played 2 and 4 on the channel. I plan to play, I played a little bit of 6, didn't really get along with 6. 1, 3, 5, 7, 8, and 9 are on my list of next to play. Silent Hill 2 is on my next list to play. I have played... So, let's see, what else have I played? I have played... Dead by Daylight is something I play frequently on the stream. I also play a lot of Outlast Trials. Other than that, I've played the entirety of Evil Within 1. I'm through the majority of Evil Within 2. I need to finish that on stream. Little Nightmares is something I'm planning to do all 3 games of. As you'll see, I just uploaded a video yesterday on a game called Folklore Hunter, which is a survival horror. I've previously played a game called Bigfoot, which is very similar. I've done The Quarry on the channel as well as a stream. I've done... Oh, what else? Now we're getting to the more niche stuff. In terms of other ASIMs I've played in the past, Home Sweet Home Online, that doesn't exist anymore, but it was an ASIM horror on Steam for free. Video Horror Society, another ASIM horror on Steam for free. Friday the 13th game, another ASIM. Wasn't free, but it was on Steam. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, horror game on Steam, wasn't free either. Same devs as Friday the 13th, I believe. It was Gun that did that. Let's see. What else is there on this massive list of horror stuff that I played in the past? Oh my god. Oh, now we're sort of like pushing it. Poppy Playtime is a video I did on the channel as well. I've only done the first chapter. The remaining 4 are an option, but I did host a poll for that and no one really wanted it, so I didn't really do it. Trepidation is a Roblox ASIM I play every Tuesday on stream. What else is there? Now we're sort of getting into the more niche stuff that I enjoyed. Basically, if it wasn't clear, I am a very enthusiastic horror player. I play... Oh, Repo is something that's more sort of like Friend Slop, but definitely something I've played a lot of. I've played the first 5 FNAF games on stream. Yeah. I am a massive horror enthusiast. You really do not want to ask me how many horror games I've played, because I will start listing the entire Steam category of just horror. Because my library is huge. But this is why I think it's going to be very good for me to cover, you know, the stamina slop stuff. The stamina slop epidemic video is going to be a massive deep dive because I'm very passionate about the genre, especially the subgenre of asims. So when I tell you that I am putting effort into this video, it's going to be like an hour, 2 hour long deep dive, and you guys are going to hate me for it. But I'm tired of, you know, seeing the game be the game genre sort of be treated the way it's currently being treated. So yeah. My stream game list is a mix of horror and funny silly. Yeah, so is mine. That's just the horror category. You do not I've got over 100 games just sat on my Steam. And I have even more like outside of it. I play a lot of games. I am very well versed in my horror. And very well versed in all sorts of different bits. For what, we stay hours in streams? Yeah, but I mean, I posted, what, a 40-minute video yesterday, and I've already had a bunch of people hating on it for being too long, so... I don't know what the difference between streams and videos is, but apparently, you know, people don't want to watch a video. Oh, I'm on a Steam family share as well, so I've got a couple other games that are not mine. Let's see. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff on here. Demonologist is another co-op game we've streamed before, which is a horror. Dying Light's something I've played on my own time. I'm gonna get off stream for now. I'll be back in case you're still streaming. No worries, thanks for showing up. I hope you enjoyed the madness while you were around. There's loads of people just joining the Discord. I've just noticed that. Hold on, let me go get on that. I need to go and say hi. I feel mean. I'm gonna go set up the sentry downstairs. Not the sentry, the dispenser downstairs. And I'm gonna go and see if I can say hi to people while it builds. I need to go and say my welcomes. Say my welcomes. Doo-doo-doo. Okay, I said hi to that person, so the next person is this one. Okay, and then I need to go... There we go, next person. Okie doke. Oh, I'm catching up so slowly! Okay, what have we got? This person... Oh, that other person left, so that's fine. Not an important question, but when did you join Roblox? 2015 I think my account is. If you go to my account, it should be 2015. Have I tried Among Us? I have not. I've never heard of that one. I got a DM. Okay, I replied to it. Don't worry. I'm okay. I don't need the medkit. I cannot get a dispenser built in that time, dude. Joined in 2016, but my accounts were always random, so I never had a main account until I grew up. Oh, goodness. Can you hack? No, I don't think you can. I think that's how you get, like, banned speedrun. I'm gonna be real. I just got the dumbest. I just got the dumbest DM, bruh. Oh my days. Fair enough. What did I think of the Forsaken song? I didn't even know there was a song. I didn't even know that was a thing. To be fair, I live under a rock. I don't even look at Forsaken media anymore. Like... Oh. Absolutely was the wrong play there. Make it into emoji? I can make it into an emoji. That I can do. I can't do stickers because I don't have enough boosters, right? Apparently, Discord locks me behind how many boosters I have as to whether or not I'm allowed stickers. So you'll have to bear with me for that one. I can't do stickers. But I can do emojis. I have slots for those. I just don't have sticker slots. They only let me have like 30, I think, sticker slots, and that's with like 2 levels of boosting. So God knows. And it's not like I can boost the server 30 odd times myself. I have 2 boosts on the server myself. And even then it's like I can't really do much. Logan, where have you been? You missed the Minecraft server. How could you? Remember the Junkbot raid happened? That's crazy. Minecraft, yeah, you missed the Minecraft server startup. Jasper and I run it earlier. I think Basil joined like briefly, but we didn't sort of get to do anything because I had to set stream up. Did I server hop? I think I was supposed to server hop, right? We'll do one more round and then we'll go. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna set a 3-minute because I don't forget. Oh. But yeah, no, Minecraft server setup is a Pokemon server, so it's Cobblemon as well as sort of bits and pieces. What was my idea for the VTuber character? Honestly, I didn't really have anything going in. Most of my Sona, like, personifications have always been designed about what, like, around, like, what I look like. So, sort of, like, red pinkish hair. And just, like, random casual clothes. The bee theme came, obviously, because the channel is bee-themed, so... That's just the source material for that. There wasn't really any much particular inspiration for it, it just kind of came to be. The artist definitely did a lot of sort of own interpretations, and it came out amazing from, like, the sort of generic kind of ideas I gave. They absolutely did fantastically. But yeah, it's sort of been crazy. The Big Doe skin is toxic. I don't think a skin can be inherently toxic. It's the people. It's entirely people that are toxic. There's not necessarily one specific thing in a game that can be toxic. It's just the people. People are dumb. But unfortunately, you'll find toxic people everywhere you go. No matter what sort of community you're in, they'll always be toxic. They'll always be sort of like that. You know, you're never going to be free of toxic people. The better way that you want to handle these things is by just ignoring, you know, the bad things and focus on the good. It's a very good mindset in general to have. Why focus on the bad when you can focus on the good? You know, enjoy what you can rather than dwell about what you can't. Logan didn't ban anybody. Logan can't ban anybody. I have to oversee all those because there isn't actually a ban feature through YouTube directly. Shit, okay. Right, well we are gonna server hop then. Off we pop. New server for us. Let's have a look, have a look, have a look, have a look. Can we get nice ping? Can we get nice ping? That one looks like nice ping. There we go. Okay, I think I'm not too far off this then. Oh, there we go. I haven't played Doe in a long time. Let's go crazy. Let's go crazy with that. Remember I used to use... Huh? So gay that I have to wait is one hell of a fucking statement, man. How do you... Are you... How do you think that, like, using gay as, like, a negative thing is gonna fly in my chat? Have you even met me? Hello? Hannah. You're going into the thinking corner for a couple of minutes. That is a diabolical way to behave. Me when casual homophobia strikes. Yeah, I don't fuck with that. What's your favorite non-soda drink? Juice. Fruit juice. Blackcurrant. I've got loads of it currently sat in a bottle under my desk. Blackcurrant juice. Blackcurrant. Orange juice? Hell no. Grapefruit? No, blackcurrant. Have you never heard of blackcurrant? Dude, living under a rock right now. What do you mean you've not heard? Blackcurrants aren't just in the UK, you know that, right? They're banned in the US, but other than that, they're like everywhere, dude. You're just living under a rock. Google it, man. Let me think. But yeah, what was I gonna say? Yeah, the latest sort of video was really fun. Let's go and see how it's doing now. I think it'll still probably be on like 20 views. Oh, it's on 29 now. That's great. Just saw a hacker in the server. Hopefully not. Oh, yay. Somebody just joined us. I don't know why the bot doesn't print those. You'll notice that the bot will print that stuff, but it won't print some of the other stuff. It's strange, isn't it? We're V fans, we can't read or write. I can read and write. You guys are slacking, clearly. No, I don't see anything particularly sketch going on. I could be blind though. To be fair, I'm very much barely paying attention sometimes. Yeah, we just hopped into here, so I'll put a 31. What juice was it? Here, this is how you spell it. This is how you spell it. There you go. Okay. Let's have a look. Oh, they fumbled the block. Oh. Oh. That is strange, isn't it? I'll keep an eye on it. Let's see. It's so good to see. You just underestimate me. I know peak. You just don't know ball, clearly. I just have elite ball knowledge. You wouldn't get it. You're just not pro like me. Oh man, I love saying stupid shit. Let me see what I can do. I'm not gonna get that in time. No, no way. It's like you pour a bit and take water in it. Yeah, you pour a bit and then you put water on top. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. Diluting juice, we call it. Okay, let me see. Can I get up here and put this down? Oh, never mind. I don't even need to think about it. Alright, let's go. Okie doke. I am surprised I'm still alive, but we will bowl. 7,000 for the cosplay stuff. Like, it's... I could not. I'm broke. Ooh, it's sparkly. Okay. Bonk. pool. Okay. Damn, I should have seen that coming, to be fair. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. You guys will be glad to know that VODs can be used for evidence, so this can be filed. I believe. I'll put it in the ticket server once stream's done, if I can remember the timestamp. What is going on? Oh, milestone 1, nice. I didn't even know I was anywhere near that. I clearly pay very much attention. But yeah, no. It's crazy. Damn, okay. There we go. That's one dealt with. Ah, close, but not close enough. Oh. Bonk. Let's see, what's next? Who's next? The best dinosaur is the Triceratops. Twin, you've been struggling with the spelling of Triceratops so much recently. It's like tricycle. And then it's, like a C, Sarah. Like, and then it's, tops, like, as in the shirt. I really just wanted to kill the exploder, but that's fine. Okie doke. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so I've been doing a lot more behind the scenes stuff. It's been really fun actually. But I have one video I'm gonna work on with like a really sort of short like duration tonight. I don't really know what to do with visual stuff for that, so it's gonna be fun. I mean, I obviously could put some sort of gameplay in the background. It's more so, it's not necessarily themed around anything in particular, but rather it themes around the entirety of sort of like Roblox, because it's more themed around informationally like prevalent stuff. Yeah, I'm dead here. Oh well. Dinosaurs? Oh, I don't know. Dinosaurs, I have, trying to think, in terms of dinosaurs, what would be? I don't know, I've never really thought about it too much, I suppose. I like the guys with the long necks, the bronchies. The bronchosauruses. Do 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 do. Diplodocus, I mean the, what am I talking about? The Bronchosaurus guys, I think. That's what they're called. Yeah, the Bronchosaurus guys. That's what they're called. Dum 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 dum. Hello, welcome in, welcome in. Sorry, I tabbed out for a sec there. I want to go and reply to something. Triceratops and waffles, hell yeah. But yeah, no, I was talking about Broncosauruses. They are good. Don't know why anyone could hate a good old Bronchosaurus. Man, life is crazy. But so am I, so... Oh well. Let's see. Shall I schedule up this Sunday? I think I will. Let's schedule up Sunday. I didn't do it last week, so you should probably do it this week, right? Dum 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 dum. Where is my solo? Oh, that's Child's format. Epic. We'll schedule that up. Yep. And we're gonna schedule that for the Sunday. To make sure I give myself that extra little bit of time in case I do have to delay. Dum dum dum. There we go. That should be up. There's a hacker in the server? Yeah, there is. I can't really do anything about it though. People seem to like be confused, thinking I can do something. I can't do anything here. I just have to put up with it, keep sober hopping, or you know, do whatever I can really. It's whatever. I'll still make the most of it. I know that I mean, hell, we had my Garden Warfare 2 stream on Wednesday was just completely like I had a hacker basically locking me in place. But we still found a way to have fun. You know, you don't let people get you down. Just, goof around and have sort of the best time you can. I think my contest ends soon. Yeah, so, for those that don't know, I'm basically sort of hosting, in my Discord, I'm hosting a short form content contest at the moment. The prize is like 1k Robux, I think it was. Something like that. It ends soon though. And basically, yeah, so if you guys are looking to sort of participate in that, you got a couple days left to do so. I really need to maybe think about, I don't know, I haven't had many submissions for it, so I don't know whether to maybe extend it, or maybe if it's just a bust idea and I need to do something else. I'm not sure. I've done art contests and stuff in the past. Those have gone a little bit better, but they're still sort of never quite perfect, so we'll figure it out. I'm definitely looking to do more game night stuff because, I mean, for example, the Minecraft server's up now. That's probably going to be quite a consistent sort of game night idea. I don't know if I can run it in the background, but I know it definitely works, at least. Yo, new sub. Oh, welcome. It doesn't tell me sometimes when people have sort of joined us, so I sort of sometimes miss out on that one a little bit. For some reason, the YouTube side doesn't tell me. I'll definitely sort of get that fixed up if I can. The script for it must be broken right now. But yeah, welcome in. It's fairly quiet around here actually today. Usually it's super rowdy. I'm definitely grateful though. It's a lot easier for me to handle like this. I think that Nolly wants you dead? Probably. It's quite funny because people will be like, oh my god, I killed you, trying to flex. And I'll just laugh it off. Because I know that I'm never sort of fully paying attention anyway. It just makes it really funny. Dum 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 dum. Okay. We're due a server hop in about 10 or so minutes, so that'll be fine. Not an achievement because they're not that good. To be fair, I don't play seriously when I'm playing Forsaken. That's the whole point of it, because, like, every other stream I have, I get plenty of time to focus on the game because there's no viewers to chat to. Whereas Forsaken's the one sort of stream a week I get where I can, like, speak to viewers, so I sort of definitely take advantage of being able to, actually talk to people rather than sort of playing the game, because I've got all week to play games, but, I never really get a chance to sort of have an active chat, so Friday is basically just if my channel wasn't falling off simulator. The best achievement is killing a Tafra 2 times. I don't even necessarily think anything really counts as... I mean, I suppose if you set yourself, goals, then fair enough. But I don't know, I'm not really someone that sort of sees anything so much as an achievement in Forsaken because it's a very sort of easy and minimalistic game. Obviously, it lacks a lot of mechanics compared to a lot of the other stuff I play, so I find it way, like, easy. It's like baby-proofed ASIM, if that makes sense. It's a baby-proofed. That's why you'll notice the massive, like, difference between when I'm doing, like, trappy stuff and then when I'm doing, like, Forsaken, because, like, just random games you think will get views. I don't even necessarily know what I want to do with random games, that's the thing, like... Sunday I'm gonna do Outlast Trials. Outlast Trials is something I want to do videos on. I've got video ideas for Outlast Trials, and I think I'm gonna do random, like, Garden Warfare 2 bits as well. But I don't know in terms of sort of the scheduling for that, so it's gonna be a bit all over the place in that sort of sense. But, sorry, I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, honestly, with the Sundays, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with them. I'm probably gonna plan out, like, little bits and pieces every week. I probably will sort of shuffle between different things, see what does well. I think, Trials is definitely something that will go into video form as well. I have plans for that, I just haven't got around to doing that because there's so much to do. Let's see, what else is there? Garden Warfare 2, I could probably grab, I could probably grab a bunch of random footage and stuff. I'd like to do, like, little compilations of, like, you know, like a one-character compilation. But other than that, I'm not quite sure, honestly, what I want to do. I think it's really hit or miss with what sort of picks up and does well. It's entirely a big gamble, but I know I want to do Garden Warfare, like segment bits, like, just, like, compilation type. And I know I want to do sort of, I have a couple scripted Trials videos. I think I have 6 scripted videos for that. But I just haven't I haven't got the time to sort of write those fully out and then also get them, how do you call it? I need to finish the scripts up for that. And then I need to obviously use that as a way to, you know, get those out one by one. The visuals, fairly easy on those ones. It's just the sort of actual, you know, actual voiceover that takes the time usually. Especially with the way that I have to sort of trim bits down. But I'll probably get that done eventually. My list right now is still fairly sort of vast. I've got a couple bits and bobs that I need to really sort of patch up and go through. But I work through quite a lot in sort of like a week. So it really depends what I'm gonna do. But I think I'm definitely gonna put my focus to... Well, obviously I have the short video that I'm working on at the moment. And then after that, I am likely to do a lot of... how do you call it? A lot of just random gameplay bits. Can I leak those in the DC? Honestly, if you want to see some of the sneak peek behind the scenes stuff with the scripts, I might consider it. Thing is, though, obviously with the channel membership now existing, a lot of what's going on with those gets sent to those guys instead. But I'll see about like what I can sort of calculate out to sort of share. There's obviously I post quite a lot of like sneak peeks in the Discord as is. The boosters at least get like I've given like multiple like script links out recently to a lot of stuff in there. So they've had their fair share of information regarding what I've got upcoming, but not like obviously there's not many like server boosters that actually are really in the Discord anymore. The Discord actually doesn't really have many people who are not sort of yeah, because most of the boosters right now are just my mod team, which can see the channel anyway, so yeah, I don't know. But I've definitely sent a good few scripts in there. And the same will probably go to the memberships side as well. But I'll see what I can do about general sort of sneak peeks and stuff. Tonight's game plan is I'm gonna do this stream. I'm gonna hop on Minecraft and then I'm going to leak one script for the public. See, if I leak one script, I'm leaking all of them because those 6 videos are intertwined. But I suppose, the short video that I keep talking about that I'm just need to do visuals for, how would I even describe the sort of theme of that? It's something related to drama. That's all you're gonna get, but it is something related to drama and that's about all you'll ever need to know. You'll see eventually. But it's gonna be a very interesting... It's gonna be a very interesting... Is it Forsaken related? It's not necessarily Forsaken related, no. It's just related to drama and that's all I'm gonna say. No more. That's all you're getting. As I say, the Discord server, people keep asking me to get like the gradient rolls for them, but I can't do that unless I have boosters, so this is my way of saying boost the server, guys. Nah, I'm kidding. But yeah, I can't put the gradient rolls in. I just do what I can, that's enough. Is it about outcome memories? I can't even play outcome memories, so how the hell would I know what their drama's all about? What time are we on right now? Nearly 9 o'clock. Yeah, what we'll probably do is we'll probably do one more server hop. Okay, we'll do one last server hop when this timer goes. It's actually finishing now, let's may as well just go now. Right, let's go server hop one last time, and then I will play for a little bit. We'll talk about the future and the plans with the next sort of month, and then we'll call it a day. Sounds fun? Sounds fun. What the hell? Like your avatar, by the way. Thank you. It's very fun. I do love my model. It was made by a very awesome person. I always have all my sort of like channel contributors sort of credited in the descriptions and stuff, so if you ever want to go and be nosy, there's your little ticket in. Yeah, so a couple more games. Goof around. I'm probably gonna get my juice card in 90. I think that's a good idea. And then we'll call it a night. And after stream, you will catch me over on the public Minecraft server. So if you guys want to come and join, you guys are more than welcome to come and play along with us. Do I enjoy Forsaken? I don't particularly enjoy it. But the only reason I sort of still do these streams is because other people sort of demand it of me. I'm not a huge sort of enthusiast for it. I'm an enthusiast for ASIM games in general, but I find that Forsaken doesn't do it well. They very much half-assed it, and they've put so little focus onto the mechanics and focusing on like more on, how do you call it? They focus more on cosmetics than they do like the actual base game. So it's got a very cracked foundation with many, many Jenga blocks stacked up on top. So it definitely... It's sort of a very well disguised cash grab, if that sort of makes sense. And it's sort of very well disguised that they're doing the cosmetic side of things more for... Yeah, they focus on collabs more than the actual game itself. Yeah, it's sort of very clear where their intentions lie with the game. But, you know, it is what it is. I just keep it up because people want it. But, you know, it's the bare sort of minimum. I try to do more of what I enjoy on the channel, but the channel doesn't really do very well without sort of the Forsaken streams, so it's sort of a lose-lose situation I'm in, really. I do a lot of sort of horror games and other bits, and it just doesn't do well. I'm excited for Nolly's milestones. I think they're long overdue. It's a very good example of how they focus very much more on collabs than the actual game itself. They put the skins in that cost the money because they know that people will buy the money, whereas the stuff that you earn from playing gets like put more on the back burner than anything. But it is what it is, you know. You can't do much about it, can you? What games do I play in my free time except DBD? Because we know you play DBD. Outlast Trials is something I play a lot of. Minecraft. I play a lot of Minecraft. I play a lot of Terraria. Obviously Plants vs Zombies, like Garden Warfare. I love Garden Warfare. I do need to start playing more of it, really. We're gonna do a lot more, sort of. I might start doing 2 Garden Warfare streams a week, or I might do a, like, Garden Warfare and a Garden Warfare stream and a video. If I can, obviously. That's dependent. Can I add you? I don't take friend requests. I've never sort of accepted people on Roblox that I don't know. You'll notice my friend list is really small because it's just the people that I know. Mostly just, like, my mods or, like, various people I know from, you know, all over the place, really. Friends and stuff. So, yeah. But nah, it's unfair to add people. Because there's, like, well, there's hypothetically 7k on the channel. In reality, I think a majority of those have forgotten I even exist. Because, I mean... I get maybe like 3-4 viewers on most streams I do, so obviously the Forsaken ones are the exceptions, but obviously with the 3-4 like viewers, I think there's probably not going to be a whole load of people trying to add me, but I don't at the same time want to sort of look like I'm playing favorites or play favorites, because it just feels unfair, you know. I don't want to add some people and not be able to add other people. That's just not cool. If I can't add everyone, I'll add no one. That's the mindset I have. Been here since October? Yes, you have, Kitchen Sink. And I appreciate it. At least I got someone to talk to. Even if most of the streams are dead, I got someone to yap to. We chill. No one else is talking. It's a cross stream. It's a cross stream. Twitch isn't the only platform we're on right now. Yeah, there's a YouTube side. There's 20 viewers, but it's mainly just me and Kitchen Sink yapping. But that's okay, I don't mind it. Is there a way we can join? Yeah, my username's pinned in the top. It's on YouTube, it's a white box, and it just says my user is Decision on Roblox. You just go to my profile and hit join. Really simple, really easy. There's no sort of, like, added requirement. You don't have to follow. I'm not, like, follow hungry, unlike some people. Some people out there will be like, oh, you gotta follow me to join. You should add on-screen chat. I would, but I think Twitch would strike me down for violating their terms of service. Apparently, you're not allowed, like, anything that displays what YouTube is saying, because it's against their terms of service. Other streamers do it, they can do it for the Twitch side, they can't do it for YouTube, or it takes their, it is against terms of service. Especially if you're an affiliate. I'm not, obviously, because I'm really small, but it is actually in their sort of cross-streaming guides. I don't know what they call it. They don't call it cross-streaming, they call it something else. It's like simultaneous casting or something they call it. But it is in their terms of service. I actually read it quite thoroughly when I was researching into whether or not I could add a chat on the screen. Ultimately, I can't, unfortunately. But yeah, I definitely sort of did. No, I think it's called simulcasting or something. It's in the terms of service though. You can go and actually look at it yourself if you'd like. I'm very careful with what I do with my stuff, because obviously I'm a small creator. I don't have the audience to back me up if I step out of line. So, French Toast, hi French Toast, welcome in. Small, yeah, French Toast. I mean, have you seen the other streams of the week? We get like 3 people, dude. I'm convinced that like most of the people that are like a part of the 7k are just like forgotten I exist. Do you think they ruined the yourself skins for killers? I don't think that yourself was ever that good. If you're not allowed to show any other platform, if having a YouTube play button in the background is bannable. No, it's not. It's not just. It's not like the logos. It's sort of anything that advertises that you're currently on another platform. So because they sort of see it as encouraging people to go to YouTube instead of keeping them on Twitch. They see it as sort of poaching views. It's a poaching regulation, I believe. They're not worth it because they remove like half your accessories. And then they want them to stay. Yeah, it's all to do with poaching. I did read it quite thoroughly. It's probably $5 in the UK. Yeah, it's $5 in the UK. I set it to $5. It's $2 and $5. I only set it up because people asked me for it. I don't actually really sort of want the funds. The funds will just be a bit of an added sort of bonus, really. Finally did in Alps and Garden Warfare. Yay! GG, well done. You must be pro. You need to carry us. The bunnies in the corner to hide usernames? Nah, it's just because if I don't put the bunnies there, people will pull out pitchforks. They want bunny photos. Yeah, no. My username's literally in the pin on Twitch. You don't sort of have to hide anything. Is it Usiravi? Oh, my Roblox user is Decision. It's in the pin on Twitch at the top. You see where it says my Roblox user is this? It's just there. Or I think it's actually worded my user on Roblox or something. Yeah, you always get the fake plasma. It's not a plasma beam, it's actually the spawn protection. It's a fake spawn protection that you get, but you always get it even as Dusakar in like a Noli game. Hello, hi, welcome in, welcome in. Old fake Nolis would spam me with M1. Yeah, they would, and it was really annoying. Cool. There we go. But yeah, it's crazy. So many bees. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it, to see sort of the contrast. Because if you come into sort of Sunday, you'll see the sort of vast difference. Time are we actually on now? I didn't get no one. Yeah, no. You wanna know what makes Sixer bad? Anything. To do with sorta. It depends, because obviously yeah. A lot of people will come to sort of streams purposely just to sort of try hard and flex, and I just shrug it off because I don't really care, but how am I supposed to win? If you're laggy, it's probably to do either with your region or it's to do with your device. Both of those are contributors to your ping in Roblox. So either you've got a bad computer or it's because you're in my servers, which are Europe. What's the user? It's in the box at the top, although the stream isn't going to go on for much longer now because it's getting close to my bedtime, if I'm being honest. I say that. In reality, what we're going to do is after stream, we're going to the, my Discord is in the description, my community server, and we're going to go over to my sort of self-hosted Minecraft server. We've got a Minecraft server. I finally got it back up and running yesterday after much trial and error. but it is now fully running again, and it works, and it's pretty good. There is a mod pack. It's about 70 mods. It's nothing huge. I do need to make a couple adjustments to it, at least on my resource pack side. But, you know, it's gonna be fun. It's a really sort of nice little server. It's very cozy. It's a casual one, so you keep inventories enabled by default. It's Cobblemon based, so it's Pokemon, and it's fairly chill. There's obviously still mobs, but we have a lot of stuff that helps with that. And if the mobs get too much, I can always install some mods to kind of nullify the levels of spawning, because I've noticed at the moment they're very sort of grouped up, which I don't know if that's just because the Pokemon spawn rate is so high that the mobs are sort of accidentally bugging into that, or if it's just a separate issue that I can very easily mess with the server's config file and, you know, tweak that out as I need to. But yeah. Do I even like Roblox? I do enjoy some Roblox games, yeah. It's just, I find that the ones that do well for me aren't the ones that I enjoy. I actually used to spend a lot of my time in sort of hangout games with a VC, because in the sort of 17 plus games, or they're 18 plus now, I think, actually. I think they changed it, but your VC doesn't have any censorship. Well, it has very minimal censorship. So it's definitely a much better sort of experience. And obviously, with it being like ID verified and stuff, it's not like squeakers that are spamming soundboards. So it's great. Have I played Die of Death? Yeah, about 4 times. People kept requesting it in stream chats, and then they never showed up to the actual streams. Hate the game. Or hate's a strong word, but it is sort of the lowest tier of stamina slop in my eyes. It is even more lazy than Forsaken, and Forsaken feels like a very sort of poorly hidden cash grab anyway, so I don't know what you would want to call Die of Death. It is like stand around simulator, basically. If I wanted to stand around and do nothing, I would play something else. Hi, welcome in. This is nearly the end of the stream. I'm surprised people are still showing up. Yo, it's been a while. Hi, welcome back. I've been around. Play the game where you have to wait 500 years? Isn't that basically just Die of Death? I mean, you basically spend most of your, like, gameplay hiding in a corner, and when you eventually do get changed, if you stand still a long time, there'll be words in a black screen. I mean, yeah, but it's not like you do anything else in Die of Death. The abilities are very lackluster. You can't even necessarily choose a player class. That's why I call it, like, lesser than Forsaken, in the sense that it's, like, slop. Because you can't even have any sort of control over it. It's just repetitive, just kind of walking in a circle thinking, wow, this is... wow. But I have not heard of that. But, like, do you think Sebastian will get the Soy G skin again? Probably, I don't know. I mean, I have it, so I don't really keep up with that one. But yeah, no. I'm someone that plays, like, well created and sort of high, sort of quality ASIMs outside of Roblox. So I'm at a point where I find that, you know, these sort of Roblox games that are centered more around earning money than they will ever be centered around sort of the actual mechanics, as is very clearly shown by Forsaken's lack of care for the incredible imbalance that is 1x, is just weakness, quite frankly, then, you know, these games will never sort of have a truly high sort of place in my mental sort of listings because they're just not well sort of structured. But yeah. I'll probably do this round and one more, and then we will call it a, we'll call it a day after that, because I want to hop on Minecraft at this point. I do want to swing by the Minecraft server before I am too tired to do that. Although I'm probably going to have to lay down at some point. Worst case scenario, I pull up Minecraft on my MacBook and just leave my PC on to host. Because it will just host through my PC. And my MacBook's on the same network, so it would just go through the local host. But yeah, no, it's something, that's for sure. Do you know what? I think I'm going to call it here for the night. I'm going to go get the Minecraft server booted up now. But yeah, that's going to be all from me for today. I will see you guys on Sunday for Outlast Trials. Otherwise, it will be... Tuesday will be Trepidation, Wednesday will be Garden Warfare, and I have no idea what Thursday's going to be yet. So, you know, we'll see with that one. Nonetheless, I will be... So the Discord is in the description below if you guys want to swing by. We're going to be over on the Minecraft server in a couple minutes. I'll put the IP and the updated pack and everything in there. But yeah, that's going to be all from me for today. I'll see you guys sometime in the future, but until then, bye bye.